Hey, when you're warming up before the round, does that turn into a practice session because you're not hitting it pure? Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Cohn, and in this video, we're going to talk about how the pre-round warm-up is not a practice session and what you need to do. You're watching Sessions with Doc. You're watching my new video series on the top pre-round mistakes golfers make with their mental game and some things that you can do to perform better on the golf course. And I'm previewing my new program, the Golfer's Mental Edge 2.0, that's going to be due out very shortly. One of the mistakes that golfers make is when they go to the range to warm up before the round, they treat it as a practice session. But it is called the warm-up. It's not a practice session. But what often happens is golfers will go out and hit some balls on the range and then feel like, well, my swing doesn't feel right, or my swing doesn't feel perfect, or I'm not hitting it solid. So what do they know? They know mechanics. So they tend to start fiddling and fixing their swing in an effort to get it right for the round. And then once they go to the golf course, now they're thinking about those swing cues they were on the range where they were trying to fix their golf swing. I'm here to tell you there's no such thing as fixing your golf swing. It just doesn't exist. On the day of your round, on the day of competition, your swing is what it is. No amount of fixing it on the range is going to work. That just doesn't happen. Why? Because it's already baked in. All your motor learning, all your repetition that you've done is already baked in. It is what it is on game day, and that's how you have to approach it. So what do you do instead of fixing your swing if it's not going well? I want you to treat it as just a warm-up and not a practice session. Second of all, if it's not going great, find a go-to shot that you can use to get it around the golf course until things start to straighten out or until you start to hit it more solid. The next thing that you want to do is simply find a rhythm, find a ball flight that you can play. If it's not your ideal ball flight, in other words, if you're cutting the ball and normally you hit it straight with a little draw, don't fight it. Go out to the golf course and play that shot until it starts to straighten out. In other words, what you want to do in your warm-up is think about consistency and solidness. In other words, you want to hit the ball solid and you want to hit it somewhat consistent. Not perfect. Doesn't mean you're going to hit solid every time, but you want to be able to control your misses. You want to be able to eliminate the left side of the golf course or eliminate the right side of the golf course, because it's really hard to stand up over the ball and not know where your miss is. Is it going to be left or right? That is really the most difficult situation for golfers. So if you're cutting the ball, then go out and eliminate the left side of the golf course until your ball flight starts to straighten out for you. But please don't get into that practice mindset where you start working on things in your warm-up and then all of a sudden you're taking 3-4 swings or 3 or 4 swing cues out to the golf course. You want one swing cue that you've been working on during the week that's working for you on the range, whether that's tempo, balance, target. You want to take one thing out with you. I was recently working with one of my golf students. What he does is he determines what his golf swing needs on the range, and then he goes to a different swing cue that he's been using all week. That doesn't make sense to me. If you've been using target or you've been using tempo or balance or swinging to finish, whatever it is, use that one swing thought on the range and then take it out to the golf course with you. Don't change your approach because all of a sudden your swing doesn't feel right on the range. So I'm previewing my new program, the Golfer's Mental Edge 2.0, where I teach you 11 mental training sessions, the same sessions that I teach my personal coaching students when I'm working with golfers. It's an audio and a workbook program. You can get it on download, or we can send you the CDs and workbook as well. If you want more information about that, go over to peaksports.com and click on our products section, specifically the sports-specific products, and you'll find it there on the website. Thanks for watching.